I'm late. I am live, which is awesome because I didn't want to be late. Waiting for crazy Indian treasures, it says. Well, I'm here. Hi, I'm here. Hello. There we are. And it looks like I'm frozen. So, hello. Hopefully, I'm not frozen. Kind of looks like I might be. How is everybody tonight? I hope you can hear me. Hey, Susan. Happy Saturday. I am doing fine. How are you? I am doing fine. I had a good week. Monday, I have to go to Regina, though, so I'm really starting to be apprehensive about it. But I'll get over it because it has to be done. I'm going for a nerve conduction study for my carpal tunnel on both wrists. So at least I think they're doing both wrists because I told Dr. Lim that it was both wrists. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not frozen. You're a bit tired. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope nothing major, just tired. We all have tired days. That's okay. I hope it's nothing else. I hope you're healthy. I think that's what I'm trying to spit out. Words fail me sometimes, Susan. I don't know why, but they do. So I'm working on my granny squares. I haven't picked it up all week, I have to be honest. I haven't been in the mood to crochet. And then I tried to crochet when I was baking. That did not work. And I tried to crochet the other day when I was making a roast. That did not work. So, yeah, I've been having issues finding time to crochet when I want to crochet because I'm always busy doing other things this week, or I was. And they weren't major things, but they were time consuming. And of course, using my hands, I can't crochet by mind. Although if it could be done, sign me up. Man, I'd be so fast at it too. Crochet using Jedi mind tricks. That'd be so awesome. Just saying. So here I am trying to get this last row of green working right, and I think I screwed up again. No, I did not. Let's redo that stitch. I need just a little bit more green. Oh, yep, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. See? Why doesn't that look right? Oh, that's why. Duh. See? I got it right. Yay. Oh, neat. I don't know how to knit, and the only knitting looms I have are those ones you do manually, like the looms you just kind of. Are those the ones you're talking about? Because I have them, I just haven't used them because I want a Serenity one, I can't see me ever using any of the other round ones I've got. I just can't. I mean, I can see me using a Serenity one to knit a blanket or a sweater, but that's the one that goes like it's a big S. Yeah. So I want one of those, but they're not cheap. So, and I always blow my budget on Temu. Yeah. Temu. It's evil. I don't know if I could do knitting looms. I mean, I tried with those circular ones I got. I have a little circular one somewhere. I'm trying to make a sock. I think I'm on row 3 and I put it away because I was bored. It could have been just a bad day. It could have been just bad attention span. So I should pick it up and try again, but I can't remember how to wrap the yarn anymore, and I'll have to watch a video on it. Hi, honey. You do know how to knit? That's cool. Yeah, if you learn to wrap your yarn the right way, I got to remember how to do it. That's all it is wrapping yarn and then moving the one loop over. Easy peasy. So, and if I can make a leg warmer or a sock, I mean, hey, I'd try that. I really would. So I gotta find it again, but it was on the old desk, so it's in a box somewhere. One of these years, I might actually finish this room and unpack all those boxes I packed up. Yeah. You have more patience than I do. So you can do it. And they say you have more patience than I do because who's done all the blankets lately? I mean, I haven't even finished one. Okay, I finished one. I did. I finished one king size blanket. And yeah, okay, I may have done a lot of sweaters. And yes, they were big sweaters, but always overly long. I gotta figure out, gotta go by measurements, I think. Arms remain difficult for me, but I'm learning. I haven't picked up a sweater in a while, although I've got one on the hook somewhere. Oh, in the last Temu order that came in, I got more of this yarn. Wrong turn. Bamboo silk cashmere, hopefully in the same color as my shawl. It does look like it's the same color. So I can continue that dependable friendship shawl now. I'm just into the granny squares, and I think it's because whenever I do a round, I feel a sense of accomplishment, and it's just, I get the color changing. I don't have to change all of the yarn all the time because I haven't mastered the trick of doing one color at all, do all of the granny squares by color. So do the centers, then do the next color, and then do the next color. No, I've got to build them all one at a time from start to finish because I can't seem to do it the other way. I've tried. I have issues. Apparently, I have had some doozy nightmares lately. Hubby says I was calling for my mom the other night. Now, let me get this straight. I don't call out for my mother. So, yeah, the one I'm using is about this round. Yeah, it's not very big. I didn't want to use a big one. Ugh. So yeah, Monday I have to go to Regina. So I'm really apprehensive about it, but whatever. It has to be done. So I'll pull up my big girl panties on Monday. Until then, I'll wallow a bit, not think about it today. I'll hide my head in the sand for the rest of the evening. And worry about going to Regina tomorrow. Because that's the right time to worry about going to Regina tomorrow. The day before I have to go. Oh, yes. I've been watching, I was watching America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent and the other one, all on Facebook, like shorts on Facebook, uh, earlier today. It was fun. I enjoy watching the singers. The ones that I saw, they were all winners. Some even got the golden buzzer. It was nice to see them. Most of them I hadn't seen. So like I said, I don't watch TV, so I don't even watch reality TV. I don't watch, even though I could stream it, I don't. I don't watch anything, really. I listen to my book and I crochet. My books, I have many. I listen to my books, or I game. I gotta find some more hobbies. Actually, no, I don't. I just gotta clean up this room so I could do my other hobbies. That's the issue. I've been listening to my music more and more and more. And the reason I say that is because music makes me get up and do things. It makes me move. I can't sit still and listen to music unless it's Mozart. Actually, who am I kidding? Even with Mozart, even with Moonlight Sonata, I tend to move. So, yeah. So music makes me move. I'm very good at chair dancing. Not to be confused with lap dancing. No, chair dancing. You know, do from your chair. I'm good at that. But I used to dance all the time. When I was growing up, mom and dad had a warehouse where they stored dog food that they would buy in bulk, and they would keep it in the warehouse because the warehouse was nice and cool, you know, cement floor, cement walls. And I would dance there. I would have music in my head playing and I would just dance. I had this big open space. I could jump, I could flip, I could, you know, kick, I could do anything. The only thing that really hurt was when I started doing somersaults. You know, when I would leap and into a somersault and then stand up. Yeah, that hurt because cement floor. But a couple of times I hurt myself. And then mom and dad got rid of the warehouse because they realized they weren't selling that much dog food in a month that, or, you know, ever that it could warrant, you know, paying for this warehouse. So instead, they got rid of the warehouse, so I lost my dancing space, which sucked. But I kept it up when I could. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. Yes. That is such a good movie, Susan. Have you seen it before? Another one you should watch is Batteries Included. That is another good one. Yeah, that's a good movie. Fried Green Tomatoes. It was one of my mom's favorites. And then Batteries Included. Loved it. That was a cute one, too. But I was a Jessica Tandy fan. Loved her. Loved her and everything she did. Just loved Jessica Tandy. And her husband, Hugh Croman. Is that his last name? It was Hugh something or other. I might be pronouncing it wrong. But yeah. I just loved her. There's one done. Okay, we'll start the next one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good family movie. Yep. Good family movie. I miss my kids. I can tell. Because now I'm thinking about watching in the movies with them. Oh, well, that's okay. One, two. Give me more yarn. 3, 4. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just concentrating. And the light is going. The light is not the best. I don't know how to make better light. I don't want to open the curtains because the sun is shining this way. I miss watching movies with the kids, though. I do. But anyway, some of the contestants were, well, they were all good at what they did. Most of them were singers. They were all really good at what they did. And there's this one kid. Okay, he was a young man. I think he was in his early 20s. And I lost my train of thought because a train came. Sorry. I had a reason for saying that story. It was an interaction he had with Simon Cowell. It was funny, and I was going to tell you about it, but I can't remember. Can't remember now. It's gone. I almost woke up and remembered my dream this morning, or was it the other morning? The other morning, when hubby told me I had a nightmare and I was calling for my mom. I said, I almost remember it. And then poof, it was gone. Yeah, I don't remember my dreams. There's probably, with the amount of nightmares I have, a good thing. There's big noise and thrash around in my sleep. My poor husband has to deal with that. But at least I don't remember them. Although if I did remember them, maybe I could do something about it. I used to have recurring nightmares as a child until I figured out how to fix them. Everybody seems to have that dream of falling from a building. And you wake up right before you hit the ground. Your heart's pounding. You swear you're falling. So I used to have that dream over and over and over and over. Like, seriously. It was almost nightly. And I'm just a terrified little kid. Like, come on. And there's nobody I could talk to about this, right? Nobody. Because my mom would just pat me on my head and say, don't worry about it. It's just a nightmare. Dreams can't hurt you. Really? Are you sure about that? What happens if you hit the ground? Has anybody hit the ground? Has anybody survived? Does anybody know? So anyway, ever doubtful. Because that was me. I was not happy never having an answer. But anyway, I used to have this dream all the time, and I developed wings. I learned how to fly in the dream. I had to. It was the only way to solve the dream. And once I was proficient at flying in the dream, I never had that nightmare again. Never. And then the next reoccurring nightmare I had, because it was really weird. I had reoccurring nightmares as a child, like, overstimulated, extremely intelligent children tend to do when they're not, being, I don't know. But anyway, the point is, I was having a lot of nightmares as a child. And they would last until I solved them. It seemed to be a puzzle. Like the falling down one, I had to learn how to fly. And then I never got it again. The one where my family all died as we were walking home from some kind of fair in Edmonton. We would go across a big lot all, parking lot, big, big, big lot, and with all these vehicles parked in it. And my mom or my dad would fall down a manhole. And we'd look, we'd be sad. We'd go on because we had to get to the car down. We got to go home. So, yeah, I don't know. So, anyway, I would go, it would be mom would get hit by a truck crossing the street as we crossed the street. My brother, um, I can't remember what happened to him. Not that I'm going to really try hard to remember because I just don't care. But something always happened to him. At the end of the dream, I was always alone. And I can't remember what my solution was for that, other than being okay with being alone. I cannot remember what my solution was. But yeah, I had zombie dreams, scary zombies. And this is before The Living Dead, before any of the zombie craze that goes on now. Okay, I would have been, I think they started when I was 7, 8. And they were nasty, living dead zombies. Like the ones you see now on Walking Dead. Yeah, that's what I dreamt of. Absolutely. I was on a deserted island, and it wasn't deserted. There were zombies there. Yeah. And they would chase me and eat me. I would die. And so I had to figure out how to deal with these zombies. I tried various things and nothing helped. I kept on dying in the dream or about to die in the dream, and would wake up. And then one day, I learned something vital. Fire works against zombies. True story. So I wish I could have imagined a flamethrower in the dream, but I didn't because I couldn't figure out what I didn't really know about flamethrowers. But I knew about magic because I read magical fairy tales all the time about witches and fairies and, all sorts of nonsensical stuff because it pissed my mother off. And I liked it. So I envision me being able to cast fireball, a big giant fireball, and throw it at the zombies. And they went up like tinder. They did. They did. It was awesome. And I woke up. I never had that dream again. The last zombie dream I had actually was in 2003, December 2003. I was in Fort McMurray doing my work placement, working for Syncrude. Yeah. So I did row 1, and now I'm on row 2. So I made a cheesecake this week for your friend on my Facebook. You would have seen a picture of it because I posted it. It was a very tasty cheesecake. It lasted 2 days, I think. Something like that. Doesn't last long around here. My husband loves my cheesecake. Crap on toast. That's a 4, not a 3. Crap. I was talking too much and didn't count right. Where is that to? All the way at the frickin' beginning. Look at that. There we go. There's 3. Because I wasn't paying attention. 1, 2, 3, not double. 2. So there you go. I screwed up and had to redo. I have to redo this whole first row again because I screwed up right at the beginning. I put 4 double crochets instead of 3. So yeah, I made a cheesecake. It was awesome, New York style, with cherries on top. We had a can of cherry pie filling about, so that's what we used. That's our favorite way to have it. And it was very good. It's very good. Yes. And then the next day I made a roast. Oh, and that's good too. Made a roast and gravy and potato packet with it. That's roasted vegetables, basically. We just we cut up potatoes and carrots and onions and a onion, I guess I should say. Half of a onion because I was doing it. And carrots, potatoes, peppers. Yes. Sometimes we have mushrooms. We didn't have mushrooms. So peppers. And yeah. It was delicious. I was so happy. I was jumping for joy when I saw that roast. We haven't had a roast with the prices of beef. Roast beef is expensive. So we have not had a roast in a while. But he found one. It was on sale. It's a small one, but it was enough for the 2 of us. What more do you want? Right? So we had a good meal. And there's just enough left over, I think, for a sandwich or 2. Depends on if I cut it or my husband cuts it. He's better at cutting. I make a mess. I used to play with knives. I didn't learn how to use them properly. I just played with them. Big difference. I know how to throw them. I know how to throw them very well. But yeah, I don't know how to cut things with them, really. Not in the kitchen. Hey, Tracy. I'm good. How are you? I'm just crocheting. Just doing my granny square again. Sorry about that. Opening up the curtain, seeing if I can get more light in. So if you move, I'm sorry. You did move. Look at that. Yay. How you doing? Awesome, Tracy. That's awesome to hear. I'm so happy. That's so good to hear. I'm so happy. That makes me happy to hear. I'm so happy you're healing. And it's healing nicely. Had me worried there when you said I wasn't healing very well. Why am I doing it tight? Oh, not many. I haven't been working at it a lot this week, Susan. This is frankly the first time I've picked it up. I tried, but when I felt like crocheting, I was busy doing other things. Because that's how it works for me, right? I was making a cheesecake. I thought I could crochet while the cheesecake was baking. Yeah, that didn't work out. I was cooking a roast. Thought I could make it. I could do a square or two while the roast was cooking. That did not work out. So yeah. Exactly, Tracy, right? It just, you have a slight divot in your leg. There you go. Conversation topic. Oh, what's going on, Hubs? What's going on, Hubs? Oh. Da, 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 da. Would you believe it? We got more snow. We did. It went all the way down to minus 17 this week. Minus 17. No, I'm drinking. I am crocheting. See? I went down to minus 17. It was horrible. I emailed Mother Nature. She ignored me. Yeah, 4 inches. It was horrible. There was highways were closed again. There is low visibility, blowing snow. It was nasty out there. It's been in the 80s. That means it's been warm, right? I'm jealous. But it's starting to warm up. Today it got to 1. Yes, it snowed while I was doing my cheesecake, and then the next day when I was doing the roast. It snowed for 2 days. It was horrible. But now it's going to start melting. We're starting to warm up again. But yeah, we live in Canada and Saskatchewan. This is our weather. This is actually a regular winter. You're getting 70 on Tuesday. So a little cooler.
No, honey.
What?
You didn't crochet because you were watching the telephone.
Oh yeah, I was watching
while
the telephone.
You were cooking the roast and the cheesecake.
It's those videos on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook. I've been watching a lot of those little. Actually, it's the interactive stories that I'm getting into. It's sad. It's sad. I gotta stop it. Because it ticks me off every time you get into a good story, a good chapter, you go to the next chapter and boom, no, you want to read the rest of it. Gotta pay this much. And it's like, screw you. I'm not going to give you my particulars, nor am I going to give you my money because I've never heard of you before. And some of the stories that I've seen on those sites, I've actually managed to find in Audible. So yeah, I've managed to find them on Audible anyway. Do 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 do. Yeah, it was domestic. Okay, let me figure out what you said. Glad to hear you're doing better, Tracy. Going to put you on the tablet, right? I think that's what you said. Nope. That's not working. That's a good 6-7 inches. Back we go. Back we go. Make it looser. Okay, try this again. This is only my second time trying the round, so I'm not too worried. I'm not too frustrated. I like this Granny Square all-in-one yarn. You know, I do. Takes the hassle out of always changing colors. Oh. Heard the geese go up north, so the geese are starting to fly by. I heard one group go south. Well, they were flying north, actually, because they're snow geese. Some are up north. If I'm correct. I am working on Granny Square. Granny Square. Granny Square. And here we go for try number 2. No, that was number 2. Try number 3. This time we'll go all the way to the end. Or beginning, as it were. So yeah, I had a good week this week. I was domesticated twice. And I baked and I cooked and did dishes. I didn't do my dishes from supper tonight. I'm sorry, honey. I ran out of time. Oh, now I'm getting nerve pain sitting here. Oh, there we go. I have to elevate my foot. So I got to go to Regina General Hospital on Monday for my nerve conductive study. I was born there, which I think is kind of cool. I'm going back to the place where I was born. Or I was abandoned at. Yeah, this is called Black Totally Teal. It's in the Red Heart all-in-one Granny Square line. And it's black totally teal. The next color is purple. And then it's a teal green, which looks really nice next to the purple. And then it's black. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to make a coat out of it. And I've shown you the coat last week, right? Except it's going to be joined all in black. I think it'll look good. So I'm level 86 in my game, if anybody cares. I've been playing it a lot. Staying up late at night. Stayed up till... Well, actually, this week I've made an effort to be in bed early-ish. I think last night I was in bed before midnight. I know I was in bed before midnight the other night. Because I looked at the clock and it said 11:30 and I thought, wow. I felt so accomplished. uh, oh. And here we are on the purple. Start with something easy. Like I've heard octopus, the little octopi are really easy. Ghosts are really easy. Balls are really easy. If you have cats, make a couple of balls. Stuff some catnip in the middle. I should actually do that too for my little girl because she likes the cat toys. She walks around with the little puff balls, those little crinkly balls that really aren't too small for a cat, but they are way too small for a chihuahua. And they fit right in her mouth. We've had to actually, she's had it stuck at the back of her throat so she couldn't breathe once. But she still insists if she sees it lying around, she still insists on picking it up and putting it in her mouth. Yeah, I want to make my son a unicorn. So I've done the legs and I've done the body and I've done the head dish, kind of. I don't think I've done the head, actually. I think I did the body and the legs. I think I got the legs done. I don't know. I put it away, put it aside, and I haven't picked it up in a couple of years. So I don't know where I am anymore. I just know I have partially made a unicorn and it's in pieces. It's all white. Its name is Rarity. It's from My Little Pony and it's gonna be big. And the reason I say that is because its legs are big. Wasn't expecting it to be that big, but they said use DK yarn. I didn't have DK yarn. So I'm doing the whole measurements, everything in 4-weight. It's gonna be bigger than what they want, but that's okay. That's okay. I gotta get back into my habit of going downstairs in the morning and being with my honey and crocheting down there, and then coming up in the afternoon and either working in the room or probably, let's face it, gaming. Instead of starting in the morning here and just staying here all day, which is what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, which is why I haven't gotten a lot done crochet wise. Because I come here, I sit down, I start my day, and then I start thinking, well, what do I want to do today? And well, by that time, I haven't had enough coffee and I don't feel like crocheting because I'm still asleep. So I turn on the computer. Well, turning on the computer leads to gaming. Why? Because I start watching YouTube. And that eventually leads me to watching a gaming video, which leads me to, damn it, now I want to go on game. It's a vicious cycle. It's true, though. Vicious cycle. I just go with the flow, man. I try not to stress about it. I just go with the flow. Ooh, I'm glad it's warmer in here than it was cold. It was cool this afternoon in here. Yeah, it was very cool in here. I had to wear my sweater. My bunny hug. No, my zip up sweater. Yeah, cardigan. I don't know. I'd call it a hoodie. Ooh. Brushed my teeth before I came on, and that's juice. So, but it's getting better. Oh, puppy's doing good. Sleeping right now. Fudge bucket. They're both sleeping. They're also adding to the room's heat. So I went on Facebook and I found my old best friend. I've known her since I was 6. We did everything together in our 20s. We lost track of each other, and then we got back. We met each other again, and yeah, we were best friends. And then she betrayed me, and I walked away because I didn't need that. I was very hurt, which also contributed to my walking away. I tried to go back when I was in McMurray for my work term with Syncrude. I actually saw her. I went to her place for coffee. She invited me there. But it was all under a pretense to sit there and introduce me to her new best friend and attack me for 2 hours. So sat there with my head held high and just, made sure everybody felt uncomfortable because they did. Except for her new best friend, because her best friend and her were both being spiteful and mean. Her mother, Linda, didn't want any part of it. She left. She gave me a hug. She gave me a kiss. She said it was wonderful to see me. And she hoped to see me again before I left, which didn't happen. And she looked at Rox. She gave Roxanne a look before she left. And I didn't understand that look, but now I can interpret the look. She was not happy with what Roxanne had planned, but whatever. Roxanne felt she needed to do that, so she did. She sat there and she attacked me for 2 hours while my son played. My youngest son, Matthew, he was 5, maybe 6. No, 5. No, he was 4. So he was not very verbal at 4. He didn't use his words very well. It was mostly hand signals. But I knew those hand signals and what his chirps meant. He chirped and hummed and made all sorts of non-verbal noises, but I understood what they meant. Yeah, he played and he was having so much fun. I didn't want to interrupt him, so I just let him play. I just kind of ignored Roxanne. I have this wonderful ability to be able to do that. So let her have her say. I mean, basically what she was saying was, in essence, true, if not totally. You know what I mean? Yes, I did leave Fort McMurray. Yes, I never came back. yes, I guess that would mean I abandoned her and everybody else. I personally think I left Fort McMurray. I never looked back. Because I was not just leaving Fort McMurray, I was leaving my mother, and it was a good thing. I mean, my mother and I had a difficult relationship at that time. So I was trying very hard to leave her behind and get on with my life. I was trying very hard to find out who I was. And I didn't feel I could do that in Fort McMurray. So after I got married to my first husband, we moved to Saskatoon because a friend in Saskatoon got him a job at a local hotel chain. He didn't keep it long. Very disappointed. It's not what he wanted to do. But then he didn't do anything after that but live off, we're on welfare, and he was fine with that. And no. But yeah. She was very mad that when we broke up, my husband and I, instead of coming back to Fort McMurray licking my wounds, I decided to stay in Saskatoon. Well, of course I did. I wasn't going back to McMurray on my mother. Thank you very much. I stayed in Saskatoon where I had no mother looking over my shoulder. I had freedom from my mother for the first time, in 20 something years. I was not going back to Fort McMurray. And she didn't understand that. She just didn't get that. And yet, at the time of all of the angst going on with my mother, she was there. She saw half of the crap that was going on. She heard about the other half she missed, but she saw it. She saw the shit my mom put me through. She helped me, dry my tears when my mom made me cry. So I don't know. I've been thinking about her a lot. So I was on Facebook and I found her, and she looks like she's had a really good life, and I'm really happy for her, but I miss her. I can honestly say I miss her. I miss those days. I missed out on her life because she kept me out of it, I guess. I mean, I didn't leave her. She stopped calling me. I don't know. But yeah, I've been thinking about her a lot lately. She's got 2 or 3 grown kids. Happy family. I'm really happy for her. I remember her husband. I met him back when I was there when she met her husband for the first time. I remember the night they met. It was in the bar. Who knew he would stick by? But he liked her. He fell hard for her. You could see it. And she fell for him. But he didn't like some of us. He didn't like me, it seemed. Every time I looked at him, he always kind of gave me a glare. Don't know why. But it could be I was a bit of a wild child back then. If Roxanne was going to go out and get drunk, she would go out and get drunk with me. And if she was going to get carried home, damn it, I was the one carrying her home. Did that on more than one occasion. Nah. All the fun and crazy things you get to when you're 20 and young. And you think you'll live forever. Wait, I still think that, so never mind. That's not a qualifier. And live forever. Even though my body's breaking down, I'm going to live forever. Exactly, right? Those fun times. Kind of miss them. But they were fun while they lasted. I would go back and do them again. Absolutely. 100 times over. I like this fun game called life. It's fun. For the most part. You have a birthday on the 27th of this month? Well, happy birthday. My birthday passed. It was in January. I was sober. It was sad. Oh no. I have no drink. Oh no. So who knows Lucy Darling? She's this persona on TikTok, YouTube. Love her. She's freaking funny. If you have a chance to go see Lucy Darling, check her out. She's hilarious. Anyway, she says, oh no. Like that. She dresses in these beautiful ball gowns. Has her hair put up in a beautiful red wig. Her real name's not Lucy. I can't remember what her real name is. Alyssa, I think. Alyssa Hendricks? Clarissa Hendricks? Something like that. Something Hendricks. But I just love her character, Lucy Darling. Just funny. Funny, funny, funny. So if you ever see her, you have a chance to go see her, I would suggest go see her. She's good for that, for two. She does a little magic. She does a little funny. It's a good night. You're going to be a whopping 59, huh? Yeah, you don't want to turn that backwards. That wouldn't do any good. Be the 59. Own it. Own it. Own it and be proud of it. It's just a freaking number. What matters is how your spirit and how your head feel. That's what matters. I'm not 55. I'm 2. Okay, maybe 4. Good. Don't stress over it. Age is just a freaking number. And you don't look it, well, then don't worry about it. I certainly don't look 55. Except when my hair's down, you see all the gray. Or I turn my head and you see all the gray. But I said I wasn't going to dye it, but I've been thinking lately about maybe getting a box of hair dye. I have been thinking. I don't believe you have a 42-year-old daughter either. You're too young to have a 42-year-old daughter. It's okay. I was 18 when my son was born. People can't believe that he's my son. And then they see us standing side by side, and yep, you can't mistake him for anybody else's kid. Nope. He is a mini me all the way down to his attitude, which is very sad. Because he shouldn't have my attitude. He's too lippy by far. Only one of us in a family should be lippy, and I have that part. They put you on Ozempic and you lost 100 pounds in a year. And here I am still waiting on my freaking doctor to put me on Ozempic, which he said was probably a good thing for me. we would try it. I'm still waiting. I should just make an appointment with him and go see him, but I just don't have the inclination to leave my house. And that would be volunteering to leave my house because I would have to actually go out and make an appointment. Yeah, I've heard it will. I don't have much of an appetite lately, but me, it's my pop. All of this is pop because it got into my pop and I started my pop craving again. So when hubby goes grocery shopping, I demand he brings me pops. And he knows if he doesn't, I'm going to beat him. So he brings me pops because he's scared of me. So I have my pops. So I don't eat a lot. I drink a lot of sugar. But I don't eat a lot. No. I have today, though. Holy. I had bacon sandwich in the morning because hubby made bacon. Oh, it's such good bacon. Oh, I love bacon. Yum, yum. So, yeah, he made bacon. Nice thick slabs of bacon. And so I had a toasted bacon sandwich because who doesn't love a toasted bacon sandwich, man? So I had one of those for breakfast, which I don't generally eat breakfast. And then I had had my supper. And my supper, I took hubby came home with a ham steak. It was a big ham steak. It was thick. And I cut it into cubes, fried it up tonight, and then I took the leftover roasted potatoes and vegetables that from the roast night and added them to the skillet with lots of butter. And I fried all of that up together, and then I added 2 eggs and I scrambled those in. And then I made two pieces of toast. And that was my supper. That is very good. Oh, and then hubby talked me into cheese. So I added some cheese to it too. It is very good. I left a mess in the kitchen. I couldn't clean it up. I had to brush my hair, and I had to brush my teeth. I had to wash my face. So I didn't have time to do dishes. We've been getting really slack lately with our chores. We haven't been eating very, very well lately. Like usually we'll make a regular supper. He'll cook or I'll cook. Well, I haven't been doing any cooking. He's been doing all the cooking. But I've been doing the cleaning. I'll clean up the dishes when he cooks. Well, I haven't been doing that either. He hasn't been cooking much. So it's been scrounge. Scrounge means you scrounge yourself your own supper. There's leftovers or there's toast, there's eggs. Like we got lots of food. Go ahead, scrounge what you want. Go make it. If you're not sure if you can eat that, ask. So it's been scrounging out a lot lately. And I'm okay with scrounge. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm okay with scrounge, but most nights, if it's a scrounge night, I just won't eat. I'll have my insurers. I'm convinced that's why they're there. So doctor put me on Ensures because I was having trouble eating a gluten-free diet, which I still am having trouble eating a gluten-free diet, considering all my toast and bread in the last 2 days that I've consumed has been white flour bread. I'm going to so pay for that. Yeah, I hate this gluten-free crap. It sucks. But I think tomorrow I should have a shake. One of my smoothies, fruit smoothies for breakfast, because hubby came home at the beginning of the month with a big thing of pourable yogurt, and I have not finished it yet. So I really should get on that before it gets too old. Why am I on a gluten-free diet? Because I'm allergic to gluten, apparently. I have fibroids in my stomach caused by gluten, according to the doctor. Diagnosed by a ultrasound technician, because she actually ultrasounded my stomach and then said, how long ago were you diagnosed with IBS? And I said, what? And then I saw Dr. Lim, and Dr. Lim said, you do not have IBS. You have gluten allergy. You can't have gluten. So no wheat for me. And it sucks, because I swear gluten is why everything tastes good. Because my gluten-free bread sucks. Big bobo, man. Oh, my gluten-free bread. I hate it. And it's not, I actually found some stuff full of seeds that I don't mind. Like, seriously, I don't mind it. It's good tasting bread. It has absolutely no structure to it, though. And that's what I hate. No, the stuff that I get from Costco, the gluten-free bread I get from Costco, it's good. It actually is good. Tastes good toasted. It tastes good just out of the bag. But it has no structure to it. As soon as you put it in your mouth, bite down, it's just gone. Like there's, it hits your saliva and it just disintegrates. The texture is all wrong for bread and toast. When you toast it, it lasts a little bit longer, but I still haven't been able to make a sandwich out of it. Like I've tried, I just can't get past the texture. So if it's a toasted sandwich, I can do it. But anyway, hubby brought home this really fresh white bread. So that's what I've been eating all week. I'm going to pay for it. But it's been so good because it's fresh white bread. First of all, I grew up on white bread. I love white bread, although I know it's not good for you. I didn't eat whole wheat until Sean came into my life. And then we all switched to whole wheat because I saw no reason to be buying two different types of bread. Did it for a little while, and then, that was enough. Yeah, that's what hubby eats now, is all wheat or whole wheat. Yeah. If Dempster's is on sale, like Dempster's Ancient Grains, he'll eat that. I love Ancient Grains. I miss that. I like that bread. Dempster's Ancient Grains. Mm-hmm. Yep. I love that bread. But anyway, hubby brought back this loaf of fresh white bread and I had to get into it. I knew I was going to pay for it. And I will. The pain will start, but I couldn't help it. I'd do it again. I am a glutton for punishment. But you know what sucks is I haven't baked any cookies lately because of my gluten thing. And I really got to make my cookies because hubby bought me some dates. And I got a bunch of raisins that need to be cooked with. I hear hermits calling my name. I love hermits. They're so good. But then I think, who's going to eat them? Me. And do I need to eat a whole batch of hermits? No, you really don't. This is driving nuts. I need my fiber ring on. It's driving me nuts. My fiber ring. Fiber ring. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we did that one. Miss cookies. I miss pancakes, waffles. Hey, waffles. There go my Eggos. I love Eggo waffles. Hubby bought home a box of Eggo waffles for me. He told me just the other day there's still 4 Eggo waffles waiting for me. Eggo waffles. I don't eat 4 at a time unless I'm making it for breakfast. Otherwise, it's just 2. A snack. Can you die from gluten? I don't know. I should ask the doctor if I'm in danger when I eat gluten because I just can't seem to stop it. Waffles are good, aren't they? Oh, I love waffles. I actually have my own waffle recipe given to me by my friend Steve, who is married to my friend Michelle, who was a chef. Steve was a chef, not Michelle. Michelle Cook. Please. I love you, Michelle. Ooh. I never thought of that. I have gluten-free pancake mix. I could do that. It's not too bad. It doesn't have a lot of texture again. Just seems things that don't have gluten don't seem to have much of a texture. You put them in your mouth, chew down, and they just dissolve. It's not the taste of the gluten-free bread. I found bread, that I liked. It's just it's a lack of structure. Can you hear that? That was my dog snoring. The big dog snorting in his sleep. Let me know if I speak too quietly because apparently I've been mumbling a lot lately. Because I can hear myself talk, so I think I'm talking at a level that other people can hear me, but I'm wearing hearing aids. So of course I can hear me talk. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed watching the videos today. I'll have to do that again. That was fun. Some of them, like I said, were golden buzzers. Not all of them were. They all were contestants. They all went on. What I watched today, anyway. Yeah, they all went on to the next round. Oh. And on Passion Flix, my Black Dagger Brotherhood is filming now, season 2. They're going to be streaming it sometime this fall. So I cannot wait. Because this is the second book in the series. This is Rage's book, Rage's story, when he finds his Mary. Oh. No, 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 girl. That's not what you do. Oh. Hey, Gussie Poo, you're awake. Hey, you're awake. How are you? Is it time for outside yet? No? There are a lot of insulin on this part of the blanket. Oh, yes. Yeah. And I like this yarn. For lack of ends. There we go. There's another one. Yay. See? I've never actually done anything with squares that I've had to sew them together, so I'm really hoping that it won't be so much of a headache making this cardigan, coat, jacket thingy that I want to make. It's either that or I'm turning it into a blanket. So we'll see how many squares I end up with, and we'll see if I end up with that coat or I end up with another blanket. I think it would make a nice blanket too, though. So. Oh, you're watching Still Magnolias? That's one movie I've never watched. I'm more of an action kind of girl. I don't like dramas. They're too drama-y. I like rom-coms, but not drama. Mom liked Steel Magnolias, and that probably turned it off for me. Because anything she told me to watch, I never enjoyed it. Well, that's not true, because I did enjoy Batteries Not Included. I did enjoy Fried Green Tomatoes. I did enjoy Throw Mama from the Train. But you have 11-inch squares you need to sew together? Ooh. Now I have Tears for Fears playing in my head, which is, I guess, okay. Could be worse. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I like Tears for Fears. I also like In Excess. I also like The Doors. I like Elvis. Love Elvis. Sorry, love Elvis. Frozen Ghost. Yes, all of them? Yes. Yes. I have good taste in music. And I say that because usually every one of my friends loves my playlist. But I don't have another playlist anymore. I miss the days of Napster. Is it bad for me to say that I miss my library? I had so many songs downloaded off of Napster. And they cracked and I all had to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. I miss my playlist on Napster. And now it's not the same. Like YouTube Music, there's freaking ads. Ads everywhere, man. Can't play music anywhere without ads. And I don't want to pay for premium because, hello, broke. So. Especially not at the price I want to pay for premium. Or maybe I'm thinking of the family price. Amazon, huh? I have Amazon Prime. That means I have Amazon Music. Oh, good, I did that. Yay! So, round one worked. Now on to round two. Remember when mixtapes were the end all and be all? There's this guy. He had the hots for my friend Christine, even though she had a boyfriend named Steve. It was a bit of a goof. Anyway, this guy, I can't remember his name. I used to know him, and he had a twin brother. And he was the slow one, but he was really sweet. Anyway, very handsome. He had the hots for Christine. He would make her mixtapes all the time with the latest and greatest songs and all that jazz. And he would write out all the songs, and who they were by. And he did it in calligraphy every stinking time. Beautiful penmanship. Absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't believe it. He's what got me into calligraphy. He's why I wanted to learn how to do calligraphy. Yeah, I like calligraphy. It's beautiful. Hey, Yolanda. When did you sneak in here? You've got tapes, CDs, and a bit of a record collection too. Right on. We have tapes, CDs, and yes, we have a record collection. And we have a record player too. My husband has all the components. And I think he has them set up too. I'm not sure. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the turntable set up. I want to say I hear him yelling, but I don't. But I swear I heard him say something. He must be on the phone with somebody. If I hear him talking. Of course, I could be just hearing things because I hear weird things with these hearing aids all the time. Susan's watching Steel Magnolias now too. There you go. Yeah, if I could lose some weight, I would probably get it back into my dancing because I love dancing so much. But without losing weight, I'm just too heavy. My joints hurt too much. So I really want to get on Ozempic, but Dr. Lim is not working very well, very fast for me. He sucks. Oh, and my Indian band, get this. My Indian band, for Easter, gave everybody on reserve $300 gift card for groceries. Then they remembered they had an off reserve membership, community that they had to remember too. Because we're still members of the band. We just live off reserve. Nothing wrong with that. It's not supposed to be anything wrong with that. And what you give to on reserve people, you're supposed to give to off reserve people. We're supposed to be equal. Well, so they put out 2 notices about calling in and getting your card, or meeting them in Regina or Saskatoon to get your card, on certain dates and times, or, call the band office to get them to mail out. Fine. I called the band office March 31st. I spoke to a lovely lady there, did not get her name. She told me she found my name on the registration list. She said, yeah, you're a member. She verified it, which I already knew. And she said she would put it out right away. Okay, fine. I waited a full week. My reserve is only 45 minutes east, maybe an hour. That's it. Doesn't take 5 business days. No matter how much of a discombobulated route the mail has to take, it still doesn't take 5 business days to reach here. So April 10th, I called again. I talked to another lovely lady who assured me, yes, it didn't look like it went out last time. She was going to put it in right away. So as of yesterday afternoon, it still hasn't come in. So I emailed the band counselor that my brother spoke to, because my brother from the same mother, he's a sculptor. We found each other. In Saskatoon. And he's my birth brother. And let me see. Where was I going with this? Anyway, he had gotten his card, and he had spoken to a counselor about how I was having trouble getting my card, and they gave him their email address and told him to get me to email them. So I waited to make sure it wasn't in the mail I waited till Friday, make sure it wasn't in the mail. Didn't come in on Friday, so I emailed the counselor this weekend. So hopefully I'll get a reply come Monday, and I'll get my freaking card. So that's a $300 grocery gift card. Hello, I could use that. Especially if it's from Superstore, because then I don't have to spend it all on groceries. But it just sucks that I have to go into the city because I don't have a Superstore anywhere close. I really don't like Superstore, but beggars can't be choosers, and I'm happy I'm getting something if I get it. But if I don't, it'll just be another sore spot. Why the band treats me differently than everybody else. So I don't even look native. And my maiden name isn't native because I was adopted out of the system, right? So they have me down under my maiden name of Stockley, Chovley, which is so obviously not native. But I don't know. It just hurts. It just hurts. They should be accepting of everybody. It's not my fault I was a 60s scoop. I didn't ask to get born and then taken away from my birth mother, I think it's a travesty. I think it's a horrible thing they did to Native women, to just yank their babies away. I think that's horrible. And I know my birth mother, from what my adopted mother told me, from what social services told her, and it's all hearsay, I understand, but this is all I have. My birth mother never wanted to sign me over. Social services was pressuring her to sign me over from day one. And that's why she left me in the hospital. She ran. And every time they found her, she'd run again. And she'd run, she'd run, she'd run, she'd run. And unfortunately, after a year of running, they just decided to take me to court, or take this whole issue to court, and I was made a ward of the court. And once I was made a ward of the court, social services had their hands on me and adopted me out right away. So, hey, Robert, how are you? Better late than never. I'm teasing. How's your week been? So I have 14 minutes left. I am going to, after 14 minutes, go downstairs and make myself a new drink. Because I got nothing to drink and my throat is dry. Oh, right on. That's awesome. I'm glad you just got off work. Thank you for tuning in. And your week was good? That's good to hear. You got your yard cut. We got snowed on again. So, yeah, our grass is buried. Seriously, it snowed for 2 days. 4 inches. According to hubby, who should know, he went and shoveled it. We got 4 inches over 2 days. A lot of blowing snow too, so it seemed like more than it should because of all the wind blowing the snow everywhere. But this week it's supposed to be better weather, so keep your fingers crossed. I'm sick and tired of this. My joints are so sick and tired of this weather. The constant up and down of the temperatures is causing my knees to swell. And they don't like working. They do not like going up and down those stairs. It hurts. So, yeah. And yet the doctors say I don't have arthritis. Oh, good. Then tell me what I do have, because this is hell. Thank you. Hell. There we go. Yay, more light. Yeah, Walmart's bad for that, but you should get your stuff. I don't track my stuff through Walmart. I track my parcels through Shop, or if it's coming by Canada Post, through the Canada Post app. So just telling you what I use. But yeah, Walmart's really bad for that. And it also depends on where you ordered it from. Did you actually order it from Walmart, or was it from one of Walmart suppliers? Because when you order online now from Walmart, you can actually order from one of their suppliers and it'll get shipped from China. You have to watch that. Because they're bad for updating their shipping app thing. Bad for it. They don't do it very often. And they should, you know. Okay. 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 It was like I gave my yeah, never mind. My mind's all over the place. I know you didn't hear that, but something in my back just cracked and it felt good. I use the shipping carrier's website too, unless it's a UPS or an international shipper, because some of those websites are not in English. Yeah, I froze. Go see why. I don't know why, but I froze. How weird. Hello. There we go. Oh, I froze again. What the hell is going on? That's very weird. I don't know why I'm frozen, peeps. I don't have a clue. Because I'm wired in. I am wired. My internet is wired. Plus, I have fiber backbone. Yeah, I have fiber. So I don't know why I'm freezing. Because I'm not freezing on SteamYard. So I think it's something between StreamYard and YouTube. Because I'm not freezing on StreamYard. And I'm watching you through StreamYard myself rather than YouTube. Although YouTube would give me a better idea of what. Yeah, see, I'm frozen on YouTube. Why am I frozen on YouTube? I am live. View on YouTube. Why am I frozen on YouTube? I'm not frozen anymore. Okay. Oh, and then I froze again. That's not a very good look. Look like a rabbit. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand why this is happening. It's weird. But what time is it? What time is it? Oh, wow. 6 more minutes, folks. And then my time with you is up. And we got to say bye-bye for another week. But I'll tell you all next week, all about how Monday went. Joy or bliss. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention today is my dad's birthday. So happy birthday, Daddy, in heaven. Because today's my daddy's birthday. April 18th. He was born in a farmhouse in America, over the border there, in a township. I don't know. In probably in an Amish commune, because he was raised Amish. So thank you, Robert. I miss my daddy. He made me laugh. He had a good sense of humor. That is the one thing we both had in common, even though I was adopted. We had a great sense of humor. Yeah. We used to have good talks about all sorts of things. I was a daddy's girl, though. Yeah. Banged heads with mom, but I was daddy's girl. Oh, I thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, I'm frozen. I don't know why I'm freezing. I'm sorry, folks. I think it's an issue between StreamYard and YouTube. I'm not exactly sure. But maybe next week I'll just use YouTube. I could do that. As much as I like StreamYard, I don't need to use it. So, just has more options. I like StreamYard for the options it gives you. But I don't need to use it. So, next week I'll just use YouTube and see if that helps. Because I don't like freezing. You guys didn't come here to see me freeze. No, no, no. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. You have a great, great week. And I give you hugs and loves back. And you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. I'll tell you all about my doctor's appointment. It's just a nerve conduction study, but I'm just apprehensive because I don't like leaving the house. It's all boils down to I have to go out into public and see people. I don't want to go out in public and see people, but I got to do that. So, yeah, that's my Monday. So, I'll tell you all about Monday next week. Hugs, Tracy. You have a good week. Everybody's leaving. That's awesome. No, it's not. Don't leave me. What are you doing leaving me? Oh, I'm so funny. My throat is so dry. You can hear it in my voice. My throat is so dry. I know, right, Yolanda? Ew, people. I know. I have to go in a hospital. They're full of sick people. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Okay, Robert, you stay here for the next 22 hours. Thank you. You only need to stay for the next 2 minutes. 1 minute. Yeah. That's all it is. But it'll be okay because I'll get a treat. I'll get a treat for getting out. I don't know what I'll get. But I'll get a treat. I'll get McDonald's or something. Or a chocolate bar or a pop or something. Or a mulatte, maybe. I love my DQ mulattes. Robert, I don't know where you keep thinking that. That's just so wrong. So wrong. So wrong. But anyway, folks, I'm going to head her. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I want to thank you for coming in and chatting with me. I really appreciate it. And no, Robert, this is not going to be 24 hours. No, 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 no. But on that note, I will see you guys next week. You guys have an awesome week. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And yeah, bye.